Howdy ho, dickheads, it's me, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. Guess what? It's day one of this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle formats on Magic the Gathering Arena. I know people are not big fond of it, but we're going to give it a shot just for a little while, right? Before we get into it, though, if you're new to the channel, you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come on over to twitch.tv/Dick Record. Link in the description where you can catch and stream video games, leather crafting, and other assorted nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. With that out of the way, alrighty, looks like we're ready already for pack one. Pick one. What are we getting? I know nothing about this set, dude. Alright. This looks bad. Return all creatures to their owner's hands. Each player may shuffle their hand graveyard into their library, then each player who does draws 7 cards. So basically you spend 7 mana to make things really easy for your opponent. Yeah, nah, no thanks. Last Ronin's technique, this is a really good sneak payoff. This is a really good sneak creature. I really like Brilliance Unleashed. So that's like my first pick here, and if we're gonna lean into Brilliance Unleashed, then I think I'm going to want also the Nobody. When this creature enters, return up to 1 other target artifact you control to its owner's hand, scry 1. This is choose an artifact in your graveyard. Returns to the battlefield if it's an artifact creature card. Otherwise, return it to the battlefield as a 3/3 robot artifact creature with flying and has 5 damage to target creature. This is like a nice, possibly 2-for-1. If you can get like some of those artifact pizza things into the graveyard that like do damage, that's really nice too. Because then it can be like a 3 or a 3-for-1 at that point. Do damage or destroy creatures. I'm gonna attempt the blue-red artifacts deck. It's going to be interesting. We're doing the pick 2 drafts because this set is a mess. Let's see, Raphael's technique. Each player may discard their hand and draw 7 cards. Why are there so many cards like that? Return to the sewers, punk frogs. Alright. Novel Nunchaku, I really like, actually. It's like Pitiless Fists, but you can move it around. It's a little bit smaller. And it fights. It's a fight. That's the best card in this pack. There's nothing else really good for us, so to speak. Primordial Pachyderm, I think, is a really good green creature. Anchovy and Banana Pizza, I think, is like one of the best black role players. It's like Bacon to a Pie, except slower. Whenever a Shredder enters or attack, another creature you control gains Death Touch until end of turn. That's also pretty neato and good for the sneak deck. I'm going to take this and the pizza, though. Alright, so there's an everything pizza. Search your library for a basic land, reveal it, put in your hand, shuffle. Target player gains 3 life, draw a card. Each of your opponents discards a card. This artifact deals 3 damage to any target, put 3... Okay. I don't know if this is going to be good yet. At the beginning of combat in your turn, create a 2/2. It gains haste, destroy it. Target attacking creature gains indestructible. So this is like for the red-white deck. There's a Manhole Missile. There's an Oroku Saki. I think is okay, but I think... Man, I think we should have been in black-white. Seeing the Oroku Saki. Yeah, okay. There's another Nobody. There's also a Marshmallow and Guac Pizza. I'm going to change this a little bit around. It looks like we can be in the Golgari deck here. That said, I don't know if I want to be in the Golgari deck. Let's see, there's Squirrelinoids, which I do think is okay. And I'm going to take the Nobody, just in case we can circle back into the red-blue deck, the Artifacts deck, but we'll see. See, there's a Last Ronin's technique. And there's an Ice Cream Kitty. This is for the Golgari deck, which is a sacrifice deck. There's another Squirrelinoids. I'm going to take the Last Ronin's technique and the Squirrelinoids. I think we're supposed to be in black... white, I think, because that's this that shouldn't get past this late, right? There's Jenica. The Primordial Pachyderm, I think, is like actually a really good creature. Reach trample 4/4 that when it enters you gain 2 life. So we already have one of those. But I think if we're supposed to be in black white, Jenica and Bird Mutant. Jenica's more for the red white deck. There's an Everything Pizza and a News Crew. Basic land reveal, put in your hand, shuffle. I don't know if 5 colors is going to be a thing in this format. I'm going to take the Action News Crew. We'll take these two. Everything Pizza is like definitely going in the sideboard. All right, Raph and Mikey, troublemakers, red green. This is the big thing that like also just rips something off the top of your library and puts it into play, tapped and attacking. Let's see, there's a Leonardo Big Brother, there's a Featherbrained Filcher, and there's a Stomped by the Foot. There's some really good stuff here. I think that this is really good in the Artifact deck, as well as the Go Wide deck, as well as the Sneak deck. And I think the Filcher is okay as something that, like, leaves the battlefield and gets you something. So, Leonardo Big Brother is... The legendaries are the kind of card that you really don't want too many of. But I'm gonna take the Filcher and the Cavalry. Helps us go wide, right? I do like this card, though, because it can just lead to wins out of nowhere, especially if you... Actually, you know what? Because of that, maybe I should grab that. It also sneaks for, like, 1, which is insane. Sometimes you just go wide enough. I think this is more of a red-white card, as is the thing. What is this? Prehistoric Pet. This creature can't be blocked by creatures with greater power. Turn another creature you control to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. Blocked by creatures with greater power. So this can sneak pretty easily. There's the Dream Beavers. Oh, Dream Beavers, I'm gonna take you because you're better than the Featherbrained Filcher. I'm gonna take a Prehistoric Pet. It can't be blocked by creatures with greater power, so... Dinosaur Ninja, too. That's funny. Make your move is a fine removal spell. Pain 101 until end of turn gains Death Touch, and when it dies, returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. There's also a Foot Ninjas. I don't think Pain 101... I think... Is that from the movie? I don't think Pain 101 makes the deck. I think Foot Ninjas can make the deck. Because it enters, gains its 3 life, and it could be either a 4-mana 5/5 or a 6-mana 5/5. Occupies 2 places on the curve. I'm going to cut these other cards, and it does feel like... Let's see. We're on the... Creature dies, exile. When you do, put a target creature card from the graveyard on top of your library. That seems okay. I don't know if we want this to, like, come in and out over and over again. Uneasy Alliance seems alright. I don't think we want to have, like, too many Foot Ninjas. Right? So I'm going to take these 2. This seems okay. When it enters, mill 3 cards. When it dies, you may exile it. We'll find out if that's good. Rhinos you control have Menace, Swamp Cycling 2. Stomp by the Foot I think is okay, but I think we'd rather have a Mechanized Ninja Cavalry here. There's a Mouser Foundry, which is kind of going around a little late, right? And I'm going to take the Bebop because it's just a big creature. Nice top of the curve thing. There's another Jenica and the Black-White land, so let's just take those 2. I guess these 2... that's the Ragamuffin. I think the Ragamuffin's actually, like, really good in green. Alright, so what are we looking at? Dimensional Exile. Okay, so this is hard to deal with for our opponents. Cool but rude. When you attack, you may discard a card if you do draw a card. Pain 101. How are we looking in terms of removal? So we have this. Did I get the Stomped by the Foot? I did not. There's the Make Your Move. And... Uneasy Alliance. Okay. I'm tempted to take the Exile, and the High Flying Ace can give another creature flying, and it's a 2/3 flyer, which I think works out okay. There's a Henchbots, which I think is for slower decks that want to play more defensively, because then you basically want to use this to remove something that like already hit you. There's the Rocksteady, which is kind of fun in the green-black deck, the Golgari deck. I'm going to take the High Flying Ace. Turtles Forever, search your library. For exactly 4 legendary creatures you own with different names, reveal those cards. An opponent chooses 2 of them. Put the chosen cards in your hand and the rest into your... I don't know if that's good. When it enters, exile 1 target creature at the beginning of your next end step. You may pay 4 if you don't return it to the battlefield. Alright, so I think that that's fine. I don't think Turtles Forever is good. Target creature power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Do I just take it anyway? Oh my god, this art's a little ridiculous. It's like cartoon turtles, movie turtles, Mirage Comics turtles. Yeah, I'm gonna take these 2. Koya. Koya costs a lot for what it does. Alright. Oh my god, Sally Pride. Alright, we're taking the Sally Pride. When it enters, you get 2/2 for each Non-token creature you control, when it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's fantastic. It's double white, so the temptation to take the foot headquarters is pretty high. That's a 5. Yeah, let's take this. I don't think we want another Bebop. I'll take the foot headquarters. Mighty Mutanimals. This plays really well with that's more of a red-white card. Mighty Mutanimals, but same thing with Sally Pride. But if this is out and then you play Sally Pride the next turn, your board's going to become huge because this grows something. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. I'm going to take the Stomp by the Foot too. For just some more removal, there's a Foot Ninjas and a Pain 101. Stomp by the Foot can go into the removal pile. Pain 101 is fine. Yeah, let's take these two. I don't know if we're playing Pain 101. High Flying Ace, I think, is fine. When this creature dies, draw a card. I think we had this in... Oh my god, what was that set? With the Phyrexians. I'm going to take the Michelangelo, I guess. I don't know. That's getting cut anyway. Alright, this Wield and Return to the Sewers is going into the side. Alright. We got some work to do. I don't know how much sneaking we are doing. Like, legitimately. But we do have, like, a deck here. Let's look at this. 22 creatures, so we can cut some creatures. Put Sally Pride as the, this thing. We have 2 of the Swamp one of the Swamp Cyclers, 2 of the Plane Cyclers. This deck really feels more of a red-white deck because I think we're going pretty wide here. I don't know if Prehistoric Pet's at all good. Another target creature you control to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. Imagine using this to bounce either Sally Pride, Genico, or the Mighty Mutanimals for more value. I think that's pretty neat, actually. That said, I think we have enough high-flying aces. So I'm going to cut 2 of those. The Last Ronin's Technique, we're hoping to not cast for 4. We're hoping to sneak it in for 2. Turtles Forever might be bad. 4 legendaries. They have to be legendaries, right? So, like, what do I have that's legendary here that I can grab from my sideboard, right? Like, nothing. So Turtles Forever is gone. In fact, how many legendaries do I actually have? Let's do the T-Cree. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just look for the cards in our deck. I don't think that's good enough. Alright. We'll put the removal in a pile over here. This. Stomp by the Foot. Make your move. And Banana Anchovy Pizza. Okay, so that's 5 pieces of removal. I don't think we need Pain 101. Although, there's a lot of things that we have that, like, if we bring them back into play, will be, like, real good. And we only need to cut, really, 3 cards. The top of our curve is, like, really 5, because we're hoping to sneak in the Foot Ninjas. I'm going to cut a Squirrelanoid. I'm going to cut a Foot Ninja. And I think we can cut a Swamp. We have double white, but no, we only have 1 double black, and it's a pizza. I'm gonna cut a Swamp. Wait, no. 9, 8. I'm gonna cut Plains, actually, because we still have, like, 9 and 9. 41 cards. I think we keep Pain 101 because this plays really well with Mutanimals and Sally Pride. And 41 cards. Go wide, aggro, Sneak Ninjas. Now, before we get into our first match, which has already started apparently, if you're watching this and you're enjoying me, my personality, and how easily flustered I get, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come on over to twitch.tv/DarkRecord. We can keep this. And I'm going to actually just... You know what? Yeah, no, we'll play this first. There's no reason for me to play this yet. Unless I can, like, draw a sneak payoff, which is that. Let's play this. Because one of these will get in and we can sneak with Leonardo. 2/2. Needed a... I'm gonna use the Pain 101. What is this music? I'm gonna use the Pain 101 if they block. Yeah. So it comes back tapped. They lose their Zoo Escapees. So this comes back tapped. It makes another 1/1. I would have liked the land, though, to have played Featherbrained Filcher. Is this where cutting a land bites me in the buttocks? Super Shredder! Yeah, that's getting allianced. Yeah, that's their whole play. Okay. They're hoping to make it real big. Okay, yeah, this Super Shredder is like a huge problem, especially for my deck, because I'm going to be... It's whenever something leaves the battlefield. Any permanent, right? This is going to be fantastic in what's it called? Make your move. Okay, so next we attack with this. It's blockers. Sneak this big boy in. Bring this back to my hand. That gets huge. Hit them for 4. And then I'm just gonna play this again. Look at this Foot Mystic. When this creature enters, if a permanent left the battlefield under your control this turn. Oh wow. Okay, so they did that for no value. Alright. Pizza Face. Gastromancer. That's fun. Yup, I'm not blocking that. And I think it's insane that they're attacking. Anyway. We're gonna sneak in the Foot Ninjas. Yep. We get another food. Get a 5/5, gain 3. Hit him for another 10. This Pizza Face is like, I don't know. I don't like that it costs as much as it does. Beginning of your end step, if a permanent left, put 3 1/1 counters on one other artifact or creature. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 mutant. Okay. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. Dimensional Exile. They're probably going to take off the Uneasy Alliance. No? Alright. It looks like they're looking at my creatures. Like, what do I kill? It's like, I don't know. Something? Sure. Activate only as a sorcerer. I don't really have a good attack here because of the Foot Mystic. And I think they hold back everything to block. Yep. Yep. Man, that Super Shredder's huge. Shame it can't do anything. Really? Oh god, alright. No blocks here. Artifact, enchantment, or creature. That just gets this back. Okay. We can use the make your move to kill this creature, the Foot Mystic. And I think that that's the correct thing to do, now that they made its power so big. Opponent's like looking at my Featherbrained Filcher like this stupid friggin' thing. Alright. Alright, they're gonna scry too. Yeah. Yeah. I guess there's also the concept of destroying this to make this come back and then triple blocking it. But I don't think we fuck around with that. Let's just kill this. I think it makes way more sense to kill that. Now, there is something to say about playing the high-flying ace with the previous turn, but, you know. Pain 101. Alright, so it dies, it comes back, tapped and attacking, it triggers itself. Okay. That becomes a 5/5. Sure. I'm gonna cycle this. With this. I'm gonna play this. We're not gonna attack. I think next turn we can use this to give this flying. So if they can't do anything about our flyers, they're kind of just dead. Alright, uneasy alliance. That's unfortunate. I guess we're just Sally Priding next turn then. Destroy target creature with flying. Damn. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we're getting 3, 4 tokens next turn. Okay. Do I care about... Let's stem the bleeding a little bit. Okay. We don't attack here. A turn. And this can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater. Do I triple block this? I don't think I do. Sure. I guess I could triple block that, because I don't want them to continuously gain life. The problem is, do they attack here? Is my question. Because if they attack with April O'Neil, yeah. I don't think I care. I think we let them have that. No blocks. Sure. I think the correct thing to... What? Alright. Let's just stop those triggers from happening. Get a... We exile that guy, we get a 1/1. Actually, wait. All attacks. Everything gets +1/+1. I know that they put that in front of... Oh, okay. They're gonna let us have another Sally Pride attack? I was about to say. Uh-huh. I think we got them, though, unless they can, like, kill something else or untap their foot mystic and instant speed. No! Alright. Death by 100 cuts. Good game. Ah, here's our next opponent. We are 1-0 going into round 2 with our Ninja Turtle avatar, the Tonberry Mutant Ninja Turtle, as well as, ooh, this is an okay hand. This is an okay hand. We got a 3 and 2 4s. As well as, we're playing Sneak. Kind of. We're playing kind of Sneak. We're sort of playing Sneak. Okay. Drawing another land there wasn't great. But this is good. Exile 1 target creature. Okay, so that's an Ice Cream Kitty. Alright, so... Return it to the battlefield. So this can be removal at like 7 mana. I'm not. No blocks. This might be a mistake. Ah, it's Oroku Saki. It's Oroku Saki. Okay. Well, we're not gonna need to... Yeah, I think we play that. I think we just attack with... There's no reason to attack with that. Let's play this. Target up to 1 other creature. When this leaves the battlefield, create a food token. It comes back. I'll let them hit me with this. I think we're just gonna play the Mutanimals next turn. Into the Bebop. 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 And I think we're just going to keep growing the Koya, actually. Just so that we can keep swinging with it. Although, something to be said about growing the mutanimals? Wow, okay. I don't know if that was correct. Okay, Kunoichi. They get to hit us again. Alright, so they want whatever's on top. No blocks. Yep. Let's put the counter on this thing. And no attacks. This can't block the April O'Neil. I guess this can. Maybe I'm supposed to, Oh. Who are you? Draw X cards where it's the number of counters. Okay, that's gone. Like, I'm sorry. Get out of here. Then, attack with you. Like, I'm sorry, I can't let you keep Savanti Romero. Oh no, that's real good. Leaders Talenti. Okay. If it had a counter on it, you gain 2 life. Okay. But every time they attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So they can make their April O'Neil something I can't block for the rest of the game. Yep. And... well, I guess I can't profitably trade, is really the way to put it. If I hit a 6th land, we're gonna cycle this. There's an Ice Cream Kitten. Okay, Dream Beavers. Hold on. If I play the Beavers and the Mechanized Cavalry, I can make this a 6/6. I think we just play this and then we attack with the token. So let's do that. Well, let's attack with the token first, then play the Bebop. Make them ever so slightly larger. I want them to use their removal on, like, my other creatures, right? If that makes any sense. Rather than the mutanimals. Sure. I'm not blocking the April O'Neil. We have a Dream Beavers coming in. So we drain them for 1. And we're going to scry away any lands. Action News Crew just kind of like exists. We have 6 onboard life as well, just in case we need them. Opponent's seen, what, 2 more cards than we have? 4 more cards. And they surveilled something to the bottom earlier. Yeah, I'm not blocking that. Bong. Okay, that's another land. Land to the bottom. I'm gonna play this. Make that just impossibly large to deal with. And attack with these 2 chunkas. I don't think they can... yeah, that's only activate as a sorcery. Oh, they could activate... They could sacrifice to as a food. Sure. It's to just stymie the damage. Yep. Resolve. Next to damage. Okay, got him at 7. End turn. End of turn, we're gonna crack one of these for life. If they attack us with April O'Neil, I don't think we block. Whenever you cast a spell, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. Gotcha. So, it's a 5/5. Do we care? Because we have the cycle of this, so they only have... If they only have... Let's say they have 3 blockers. 1, 2. So they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No blocks. I'm gonna do that at the end of their turn. We're just gonna take the 5. High Flying Ace. +1/+1 counter on each creature. Probably should have did that before anything. Alright. Does this do it in a different way? Hold on. We have 5, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. If I play this, double block that. Make this another thing they have to block. Make this a 3/5. Sorry, a 3/3. So they have to block that with that. Double block this. And then, you know what? Okay. I think that's game? Yep, because they have to double block that. Okay. And they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Oh, you know what happens here? They're not dead. But I don't think they live much longer. Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had a counter on it, gain 2 life. So they were going to gain 1, 2, 3, 4 life. But they were going to lose these 2. They were going to lose this. And I have a good block next turn. They would also take 5, 6, 7. So they'd be at 10 minus 7, they'd be at 3. Leaf match. Here's our next opponent. We are 2-0 going into round 3 with... Is not Azorius. Orzhov Sneaky Ninjas. Sneaky Ninja Fools. We can keep this. We can keep this. Koya actually gives us an interesting turn where we can blink a good attack, a good blocker rather, to then get in with something else to then sneak in our Leonardo. Or we could use Koya to just get the Leonardo in for free, right? Same thing for the Foot Ninjas. Quintessential Katana. Play this. There's the mighty Mutanimals. What is this? Ninja you control enters. Okay. Alrighty. It leaves the battlefield. That's not that great for me. I think we just play this because it's a 3/3. No attacks. Because if I play the Koya to bounce this, it still left the battlefield, so they get the mutagen token from it, which is not ideal in this situation. That said, if I could draw a second white source, there's two foot layers in this deck, which is unfortunate. Our opponent could have the nunchucks. Technodrome. Oh man. Okay, so that can't block until it has like 6 tokens, and they're in the green-white deck. This is not the ideal deck for this thing. We're gonna cycle this. You know what's great about Koya is that like we can exile their Technodrome. We're gonna cycle this. It's a gonna land. As much as I don't really want to do that, we can attack with this. Think they have the combat trick? We'll find out together, folks. Ah, dang it. Alright, they do have it. That's unfortunate. Okay. Green-white is not a color pair in this format. So all the color pairs in this format are the enemy color pairs, right? Blue, red, artifacts, black, white, sneak, red, white, go wide, aggro, Boros, etc. That's like not even good. Alright, no blocks. Black, sacrifice. There's our land. I think we do this. Wait. Untap it, gain 2 life. Oh! I'm gonna play this first. And I'm gonna make the other thing a 3/3. That way we're setting up for when we play Sally Pride, so that it becomes even larger. Most of our, Sure. That's, like, unfortunate to have lost that creature, but we still have a creature that can no attacks. Trade with the zoo escapees, right? Yeah, that was really unfortunate. That was a really good play on our opponent's behalf, though, because that if they left the Mighty Mutanimals out, it was going to really go off with our Sally Pride. So, is this sorcery speed? Another artifact, put a 1/1. I'm going to do this. If they have another combat trick, that's, like, fine, sure. Wait, what? Oh, when it deals combat damage. Okay. Strange. Leonardo, large brother. Okay. I think they just sacrificed that to that, right? Yeah. To draw a card. We have to make sure that this doesn't get too big, though. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. Let's see. Unless his power is 6 or greater. So there's a point where they can, like, just equip this to this and just get to attack with it for free. It's got reach and trample. Artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. Because these two don't really do anything. I want to get the board as wide as possible for Sally Pride. So I'm going to play the Koya. We're going to bounce the Technodrome. No attacks here. They get it back. Next turn, I'm going to try to sneak in my Foot Ninjas with the Koya. Before I play the Sally Pride. And if I get another land... Nah, that won't be good, actually. Being able to use the Technodrome, though, to sacrifice the artifact, the mutagen token, to draw a card is pretty good, though. Like, I'd make that trade any day. Plus, it prevents you from needing to pay mana to use the mutagen token, right? Okay. Creates another mutagen token, sure. Draws them another card. Opponent's seen a lot more cards than we have. Featherbrain Filcher, pretty good. That... No blocks. I'm going to kill that. Now that it has... Oh, stopped by the foot. Okay. They block one, sure. Mutant BFF. Whenever it enters or attacks. Okay. Yep. Alright, so that makes sense that the Technodrome is there. For that thing. Okay. The worst part about this is that they could equip that to that. Do I just kill that? No, I think we have to stomp by the foot. Yeah, we'll let them hit us. Kill the Michelangelo. Yep. Untap it and you gain 2 life. Fuck. Kicker. Kill that. Sacrifice this. That thing. Okay, so... Play the 5/5. Okay, no attacks. The worst thing that could happen is they attach this to the Technodrome and start swinging, because I have to double block it then. Mighty Mutanimals. Dang it. Dang it. Alright. Yeah, no, that's big. Alright. Now I can't block that. It's got reach and trample. I need something to get rid of that. I have a ton of removal in the deck. We've seen 2 of it though, right? Make your move and stomped. Okay. Interesting. Pain 101 is great here. Or it can be great here. We get 3 2/2s. And if they block our Sally Pride, we get to use Pain 101. No attacks. I think that's going to be one of the best things we could have coming down the pipeline. We are probably likely going to lose our Mechanized Ninja Cavalry, but I think we swing out with everything next turn. Alright. They're gaining a lot of life. 2/4. Yep, makes sense. Yep. Slowly. Okay. You don't have any activated abilities, right? Okay, next. All attacks. The Sally Pride's definitely put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. This foot ninja is now huge. It's massive. I bet it smells so bad. Alright, perfect. Sure, even better. They expect us to have a trick. I don't know if they know about the tricks in this format yet. Oh, if they let this happen, if they don't have anything else. 1/1/1, dead. If they have a tail swipe or whatever that card is, it's a huge blowout for them. Otherwise... Okay, so they're drawing a card there. They don't have it. The Tenderize. This comes back. She makes 2 more tokens. And end turn. That was huge. That was so big. April, Kunoichi. Yep. So nothing here can really grow like super big, but if they play a bunch of creatures, we might just lose our Sally Pride regardless. Whatever their last card is, right? Orokusaki. Sneak. Okay. Put a +1/+1 counter on everything again. This is massive. This is huge. And I think... Alrighty, good game. Hey! We really snowballed there. Instead of being super aggressive, like we were in the first two matches, we had a more of a grindy match against this opponent because this quintessential katana was getting them so much life, so much value. And then this Technodrome with all the cards that they were playing that created mutagen tokens was drawing them a lot of cards. If we look at our decks, they drew 4 more cards than we did even. Yeah, we still pulled it off thanks to stupid Sally Pride, Lioness Leader, dumb card, literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my entire... It's not, but like also, why do they print cards like this? Anyway, leave match. Here's our next opponent. We're 3-0 going into round 4 with Black-White Sneak. We're sneaking, but really we're going wide. Oh no. That's a Planecycler. I need a second land. I think I have to mulligan this regardless. Yep, this is better. That's a second land. That's a third land. Could play that, and then we could sneak in the Last Ronin's technique. So we'll keep this, and we'll bottom the Foot Ninjas, because they're just, like, a 6-drop. There's Sally Pride. What? What? Fine. Fine. Kill it. Come on, kill it. Kill it, come on. That was probably dumb of me. Yeah, right on time. High flying ace. So next turn, it's Last Ronin's technique. Oh my god. I guess opponent's just playing mono removal. Lord Dreg. Create a 1/1. Yeah, I'm getting rid of that. How do you like it? Jerk. End turn. We're at 4 lands. I can just hold off, and they have another Lord Dreg. That's funny. That's kind of funny. Play the Mighty Mutanimals. We'll make this a 3/3. I think next turn we send in everything and we sneak the... We don't sneak this in, sorry. We just cast it. Unless they have a removal spell for Mighty Mutanimals. It creates 3 triggers, so this is not a good block for them, regardless of what they do. Either that or Sally Pride. I don't know. Sally Pride seems really good. Cat, Mutant, Rebel. We have all of our go wide stuff in our hand. This is also an instant. It looks like... This is the kind of spell that looks like it would be normally a what's it called? Normally a... Sure. Oh, opponent's just... Alright, I'm gonna send in... I'm gonna cast the Jenica, sorry. We'll go as wide as possible. And then we have Sally Pride. Super wide. I think we played this before combat. Pizza Face. Alright. Alright, Pizza Lad. Mr. Pizza. Okay. That's strange. Is it... I'm gonna keep the Swamp in my hand. In case they have a discard type effect. We attack with the 2/3/3s. They can only block one of them. The best top deck that we can get is the Pain 101. Because we already have the Swamp. So we can play the Swamp, play the Last Ronin's technique, attack with everything. Sally Pride makes everything get a counter. And then if they block the Sally Pride, which they would have to, we Pain 101-er. Ooh. Alright, alright. Just kind of making me wish that I... oh, wow, okay. Okay. And then opponent's, like, just gonna make that bigger. Okay. I'm gonna play the Bebop. Next. No attacks right now. End turn. This being a 6/5 is pretty bad for us. Pizza Face is, like, a huge issue. If you can trigger the Disappear on a regular basis, it's very good. I also like that he counts as being like 5 pizzas stuck together. And so if you spend 10, it dies. Okay. Yep. That triggers the Pizza Face. Yep. One is being like super defensive. Okay. Next, no attacks, end turn. Like they have all these really good flyers in play. And the only thing that would be bad would be if I hit removal. Pass. I think you should send in both the flyers. Well, okay. When I said both the flyers, I meant this and this, not this and this. I think that's a little weird. I guess technically if I don't draw removal, I'm just dead, right? Price a token, draw a card. Yep. Okay. Pass to end. That triggers. That triggers. Oh, that's so good. Create a 1/1, and then you can... oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. That's, like, not enough. I'm gonna... Next. No attacks, end turn. Like, the Feather-Brained Filcher is not enough. Yeah, alright, good game. Oof. Big oof. Yeah, this Pizza Face is, like, real good. I don't know how to feel about Lord Dreg feeding himself, essentially, because if you have Disappear trigger, you get a 1/1 token, and then you can sacrifice the token during your turn to draw a card, which then triggers his Disappear. Leave match. Ah, here's our next opponent. We're 3-1 going into our final round with Orzhov Sneak. We're sneaking. We're sneaking, and we're Orzhov. Alright, so we got... I did keep the Paramecia Colonex in here. I'm going to actually do the curve thing. I'm going to play the Prehistoric Pet. I don't know if this is a good card, but we're playing the Prehistoric Pet into the Paramecia Colonex. I think that Colonex is, like, not good in this format. Okay, so... we're gonna need a black source next. What do we lose? Action News Crew Stomp by the Foot. Okay. Anchovy and Banana Pizza is not awful. Just gonna play the tap lands. It's a good thing we have 2 of them. They could stomp by the foot our creatures. It looks like they're not. We have enough lands. So I would appreciate not drawing another land. I can't... I guess they're in green-black, right? This is the X Factor, so it's another Golgari deck. I have to kill that. This is insane. This card's insane. It's a 1/3 death touch. When another creature you control enters, you may pay life equal to its power. If you do, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. So if they play a 4/4 here, wow, what? Sacrifice a permanent unless you discard a card. So what we can do here is we can actually attack with the prehistoric pet. It can't be blocked. Sneak this in. Return this to our hand. 3/1/1's tapped and attacking. Play the 1. Play the critter. And say go. I hope our creatures don't die here. This is a 7/5. Sacrifice a permanent unless you discard a card. Wowza. Wowza. Target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. Okay. Okay. Can you imagine if they got to play this after that? We're not blocking, actually. I want to have 2 creatures out so that when I cast the Sally Pride... That's very strange. Okay. This can't be blocked by that, but it can be blocked by that. I think we're just gonna play this. Get 3 tokens. And no attacks. End turn. Oh wait, maybe I was supposed to play the land. Because I can bounce Sally Pride and then play Sally Pride again, which is a lot. If I hit 7 mana. Novel Nunchaku, sure. And that kills the Sally Pride. So now we try to get the Paramecia Coloniax killed. So that we can put the Sally Pride back on top of our deck. Yep. Oh, you're not paying 7, are you? I have too many blockers for that. Okay. No attacks, end turn. What is this? Return another target creature you control to its owner's hand. Activate only during your turn. Okay. Jenica, sure. Resolve. I don't think it's a good idea for them to pay any life for that ability on Madame Null. Ooh. That seems bad. Oh, that gives it trample too. That's rough. Alright, so pass to attackers. If they make any attacks, I block with the Coloniax. Yup, they know it too. They know it. Oh, are they trying to do, like, dumb 5-color nonsense? Because that's funny. I'm gonna crack this. That's, like, real funny. Alright, so... if I play Death from Above, I have the mana to not return the card. So we do that. Auto pay. And then I can use the prehistoric pet to bounce this, but I think I'd be better off using the Orokusaki. Ninja Teen. Alright, so leaves the battlefield. Each opponent loses a life. +1/+0 and Menace. Okay. I don't think they have good attacks here. Sure. Okay. Blockers. Sneak this guy in. Bounce this to my hand. Took damage. Take 3. I draw a card and lose a life. Pain 101. That's pretty good. Not gonna play the Koya just yet. Okay. I guess they're over it. I guess they're off it because they know that I could just use the Koya again to, like, your battlefield to just kill their Bebop and Rocksteady, right? That I guess when the game goes grindy, this is a really good card, right? Being able to just go like, well, I'm going to exile that, I'm going to pay 4 so it doesn't come back, but also it gives you the ability to have free blocks. At first I thought a 3-mana 2/1 didn't seem very good, but at the same time, like, especially in this deck, like, it's definitely made for the sneak decks. If you could repeatedly bounce it because your opponent can't deal with a flyer, that's fantastic. Leave match. Let's look at our deck real quick. I don't think this is an all-timer, but I do think that this was a banger of a deck, right? Really enjoyed it. We early on started off with the blue-red stuff because Brilliance Unleashed looks like a really good card, and nobody was like, that's okay, that plays, right? But it also looked like the black-white deck was like also a path that we should have taken, and then the next few packs kind of proved it to us, right? I think that Sally Pride is a ridiculous card. If you see this, it should definitely pull you into white. If it's early enough in the draft. I don't know if it's easy to splash it with the double white, you know? Foot Ninjas is okay, but I probably could have cut this and the deck would have been just as good. I think that you really need your removal, because I think that there's too many really good rares that'll just absolutely flatten you. Absolutely decimate your ass, and that's not good. So, you know, there doesn't seem to be too much 2-for-1. Actually, there kind of is, right? Like Oroku Saki, Shredder Rising kind of got us a card. So maybe, I don't know. I guess against the sneak deck, it is a lot of 2-for-1s, isn't it? It's too soon to say. This is day 1, so, you know, take it as it is. Went 4-1, so that's pretty cool. If you enjoyed that, please like, share, and subscribe. More importantly, coming over to twitch.tv/dickrecord. I don't know if people even care about this format, but we're going to play a few of these, and we're going to record them, and hopefully I'm not going to lose my mind with this format. I know that we're all a little bleh about the turtles. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It is what it is. Until next time, stay safe out there. Don't eat yellow snow. Remember, if you're not here, you're dickless. Have a good night, folks.